Hello, this is Joseph Garrett, and welcome to the first ever game of the Halo Reach Championship. It's going to be played on the map Rebirth. It's Rosie833 against EccentricEde. I'm really excited to bring you the first ever match of this, so let's get started straight away. Because there wasn't any returning champion, they decided on the map themselves. And we're going to start off this game from the perspective of Rosie, and she moves straight down to get the rockets, and it seems that Eddie is going to be making a move on the sniper rifle. So both going for different power weapons at the start of the game. So let's see who's it going to help out most in this game. To be honest, I'd probably go for the rocket launcher, as yes, Rosie's put it to good use, taking away his shields, and now she's going to have both power weapons at the start of this game. I know it looks like she's deciding to waste the ammo of the sniper rifle, instead going to use the rocket launcher and the DMR. A controversial play, but it might help out. Sometimes when you've got both power weapons, the sniper rifle and the rocket launcher, if you're being attacked mid-range, it can be quite difficult unless you're really good with those no-scopes with the sniper. And a brilliant long-range rocket there as well, as Rosie takes out EccentricEde yet again. She's now got 3 kills and he hasn't got 0. You couldn't have had much of a better start from Rosie. Although now all the power weapons have gone, there's no sniper left, there's no rocket launcher, so now it's just going to be down to the DMRs. EccentricEde gets taken out yet again. She's now 4 kills to 0 up. And as I said, they're playing on the map Rebirth. And if you don't recognise this map, it is a Forge-created map. It is part of the matchmaking playlist now. And is essentially like a slightly smaller map of the pit from Halo 3. It's got the same towers and the rocket launcher rooms at the back of the base, and the very middle section, the raised up but flat area, is very similar to that you find in the pit, and they did both choose this map together, so they should both have quite an equal advantage. But Rosie's coming off to a really big lead at the start, so let's switch over to EccentricEde and see what is going wrong, see if he can get a bit of a comeback before this game's going to start to run away from him. And Eddie is actually the favourite coming into this game. When looking at his stats online, he's played 397 games when Rosie has only played 335. And he's got a much better KD ratio. He's got a 1.07 KD ratio when Rosie's only got a 0.77. So playing online, it seems that he would be the better player, but in a 1v1 situation, Rosie seems to be coming out on top so far. But, I mean, it is still very early in the game. The game's going to be played until 20 kills, and it's got a 12-minute time limit, so there's still plenty of time for Eddie to get back into this game, and that is definitely what he's trying to do now, trying to keep control of the middle of the map, which is the most powerful section to go stay in, because you've got so many different escape routes. If you go up to your sniper tower, then although you've got a higher advantage, you can shoot down on the player. There's not very many places to run. You've got to watch out for the fusion cores behind you. One well-placed grenade can take you out. So the best place to go is in the middle of the map, because that's where the power weapons are going to be respawning, and that's where you've got the most escape routes to get away from your players. And we're going to have the rocket launcher spawning in about 20 seconds from now, so it'll be interesting to see if any of the players notice that it's going to be spawning and do go for a push for it. See Eddie now staying on the top of the sniper tower. He's going to be moving to the middle of the map, maybe waiting to get the sniper again. We might have a situation as it was at the beginning of the game, and Rosie comes down and gets the rocket launcher just as it spawns. Oh, but Eddie managed to jump over the rocket. I don't know if you saw that, he literally jumped over the rocket there, managing to stay alive, but Rosie still does have one more rocket in her back pocket, so Eddie has to be very careful. He needs to get to a high ground area as soon as possible. So Rosie brings out the rocket launcher, and that one manages to connect, taking him out and giving herself a 7-0 kill lead. Eddie really does have to start turning something around now, start stepping up his game, otherwise he is just going to see this game run away from him. As Rosie goes and picks up the sniper rifle, going for a no-scope there, unfortunately misses him. She does the wise choice and whips out the DMR. A few good defensive plasma grenades will keep him at bay, so she can get the sniper out and go for some much more long-range battles. And Rosie, looking at her stats online, isn't a player that uses the sniper rifle that often. She's only got 4% of her kills have been done with the sniper rifle. That's only 101 kills, compared to Eddie, who 30% of his kills are with the sniper, and that is 678 kills. So that kind of makes sense to why at the beginning of the game Eddie went for the sniper rifle while Rosie decided to go for the rockets. And in a 1v1 match, power weapons are all important, that you really got to go for them. That can really turn the tide of the game. Whereas in a team game, you can kind of gang up on a player with a power weapon. In a 1v1, being able to have a sniper and stay back or brush them with a rocket launcher can really be a big turning point. But Eddie did just manage to get a kill and end Rosie's spree, and that will be really important for his confidence. He's now on the scoreboard. He won't be worried about him losing in a flawless game, so he can now just get back into this match and start turning something around. He's doing well to escape here, staying alive. A good grenade by Rosie took away all his shield and propelled him into the air, but he's now safe. Going to make a move for the health pack, which is all important. And Rosie's running out of ammo. Rosie's got to reload. A brilliant move there by Eddie, using the health pack at just the exact right time. That's a really good way to throw off your opponent. If you've got low shield and you pick up the health pack and they don't realise it, they might be thinking you're only 1 shot or 2 shots away from being killed. But if you're back to full health already, you can really catch the other player off guard. So a really good move there by Eddie, managing to do that. He seems to be not as aware of the map and the power weapons as well, though, as I think he did make a move there for rockets, not knowing the spawn times. And I'd say if you are planning to enter the tournament as a challenger, as you do get to choose your map, really spend some time really learning where all the weapons are, all the different routes around the map, the best places to throw grenades. That can really make the difference between a win and a loss. Even if you've got a really good shot with the DMR, if they've got a better weapon, then you're simply going to lose. See, a little bit of a comeback now. It's now only 8-3. EccentricEde showing some life here during towards the middle of this map. The middle of this game, sorry. And he just managed to shoot the grenade out of the air. I'm pretty sure that wasn't intentional, but a bit of matrix moves there from Eddie, making that, and that could have actually saved his life. That grenade was coming right for him. And that is something that not very many players know that you can actually do. Rosie seems to be a bit lost as to where he is. And he manages to do it again. He shot another grenade from mid-air. Maybe I'm not giving him enough credit. Maybe he's intending to do this. Or he could just be getting very lucky. Once again, that grenade seemed to be going straight for his face. So that could have actually really helped him out there. Can't believe he managed to do that. That's quite a rare thing, shooting a grenade mid-air twice in a row. But Rosie manages to get away and get the sniper rifle, and now is moving down for the rockets. Which one will she choose this time? She once again goes for the rockets instead of the sniper rifle. She's not going for flashy plays. She's not trying to get sniped. She just really wants to win this match, just picking the guns that she thinks will help her most. And she managed to take away some shields with that rocket, but it was probably a bit of a waste, as Eddie seems like he might be getting away. And a little bit of confusion here from both players as to where the other player is. But Rosie's got the rockets back up, looking to finish him off. No! She blows herself up with the rockets! That could really be a big turning point in the game. Although there wasn't any rockets left in the rocket, that should have been an easy kill there for Rosie. But she blows herself up, and it doesn't even count as a suicide. It actually gave the kill to Eddie. That was a really big mistake for Rosie. And now the difference is only 8-4, as Eddie's showing life now. We've got a proper match on our hands. And but Rosie's still keeping some composure. She didn't seem too phased by that mistake. She does manage to get a solid DMR kill there on Eddie. And so now we're back to a situation with very few power weapons. Rosie does have the grenade launcher, and this is actually a very effective map for using the grenade launcher. It's great for keeping snipers and people with rocket launchers at bay, and the very flat level makes it easy to shoot people as they're coming round the corner, as Rosie just showed there, taking away all of Eddie's shields and finishing them off nicely there. There's only 3 minutes and 46 seconds left in the map. Rosie's got a 6-kill lead over Eddie, so he's really going to have to step up his game now to try and get himself back into this game. See Eddie there, once again, going down for the rocket launcher, but it's not there. You can see he hadn't spent the time learning the map like Rosie did. And it's also probably worth pointing out that he wasn't actually supposed to be playing today. There was someone else who's supposed to be playing against Rosie, but unfortunately he wasn't able to make it. He had to stay late at work, and so we had to get a replacement at the last minute. And luckily Eddie said he would stand in and play this game, so he didn't have the same preparation time. Although we did play a few games with him to warm him up a bit, Rosie did have more time practicing, and she was practicing on this map, so that could in fact be the turning point in this game. But you can enter the tournament as many times as you like. So if Eddie does want to play again, then he can of course challenge again, and that goes for everyone. And you see Rosie now just being a very awkward player to play against. Instead of charging him, she's staying back. That's a nice grenade there, grenading both sides of the area, making sure he's got no escape. So instead of charging in, she's sort of staying quite far back, grenading the corners, making Eddie come to her, playing a very tactical game. And in a 1v1 match, that's what you want to be doing. It's all about playing mind games on each other. You don't want to be always just rushing out to the other players. You want them to come to you and then just make your push at the right time when they're weak or vulnerable, or when you know there's a power weapon going to be coming up, you want to make a rush then. You've got to really choose your attacks carefully, and the rockets should be spawning about now. Both players are going for them, and they both throw sticky grenades and they both stick each other down in the tunnel. I can't believe that just happened. The rocket launchers just spawned. They both stuck each other, so they've both got to make a rush now back for the power weapon. I know it seems that Eddie isn't even going to be going for the rocket launcher. As Rosie goes down, he picks up the concussion rifle. This might be a good move, actually, because Rosie might not be expecting it, as he dodges another rocket. So far in this game, he's jumped over 2 rockets and he's shot 2 grenades mid-air, saving his life in probably all of those occasions. He's really shown some Matrix-like reactions in this game, but Rosie still does have 1 rocket left in the rocket launcher, although Eddie did manage to waste the 1 rocket using that concussion rifle effectively. I think it might have been a better idea to make a full push for that rocket launcher, as there's only 1 minute and 20 seconds left in this game. It could have been a costly move to trying to play a bit more sneaky, trying to get the concussion rifle. Sometimes you just need to do the obvious and just get the job done, as Rosie is now going on a hunt. This time going for the sniper rifle. No, I think she decided to basically waste the rocket because she did want the sniper rifle now. She now knows that he's running away. She might have to fight long range. Gets a brilliant body shot there, no scope, finishing him off with a headshot. There's only 54 less seconds left in the game. Rosie's got a big lead now. She's meleeing in the air. She's excited. I think she can sense the fact that she's got to win. It does look very unlikely that Eddie is going to make a comeback now. Even with back-to-back-to-back kills, it seems that there won't be much that Eddie can do to come back. But he is still fighting. He's got Rosie running away, running back to the shotgun room, picking up the health kit. It's sort of a very staying away battle here. Rosie doesn't seem scared. I think she knows that she does got the win, and a bit of a consolation kill there for Eddie, as Rosie's going to be here now back in the respawn, going straight away back on the hunt. She has nothing to lose now. It seems like she is definitely going to be winning this game. Running the DMR, Eddie going for a few quick scopes with the sniper rifle, as Rosie's now going to be pushing in. There's only 5 seconds left until she manages to win the game. Eddie's on 1 shot, and yes, she manages to get the kill. Thought she's going to go for a teabag there, but no, she bows her head in respect for the player that she just beat here in the first ever game. As we can see here, the scores: Rosie got 14 kills, as Eccentric Eddie only got 7, which means Rosie is our champion, our first ever champion here on the Games Thirst Halo Reach Championship. If you would like to enter, either leave a comment below this video or email us at gt_hrc@live.com. I'll see you next week.